Which screen am I sharing now? Screen number 2. Actually, I should start the YouTube channel, shouldn't I? Oh, that's not going good, is it? Let's bet YouTube channel go live. I forgot it's Tuesday, isn't it? Don't will that work? And stream working. Right, we'll see. Hi guys. Yeah, it should be streaming. Right, let's get going. Employment change, negative on the FTSE, which brought the pound down, which brings the FTSE up because it's cheap to invest. Let's get this ding dong bell off. Let's turn that on. There we go. Right. Let's get going. Yeah, FTSE all-time record highs, which is brilliant, and market just continues on. Quite interestingly, I put this in there. If you notice in the edge this morning, the continued theme here is when we're looking at the market. Where are we? Get down to the trades. Opened up above C-ball and just kept on going and just kept on going. Yesterday was an absolute classic example of the market opening up above C-ball and then just taking off. Just as a reminder to everyone, when we do open up above C-ball, markets usually just take off and run. So we're above C-ball, closing gap is down here. So we've got the daily high here, which is extreme gap, and then we've got the closing gap here. So these should be some high probability check targets. Yesterday's gap was down here. The market opened up above C-ball and just rattled on to a new all-time high. But again, we're above C-ball with the claimant counts being down, put in weakness in sterling, making it more attractive to buy for outside investors. My targets of 9099 are looking in danger of being hit pretty quickly, and then hitting the wall at R3 looks like it could continue the march up, really. If we get below Camarilla breakout long, then we want to look at shorting this. The ATR today is 14. So the volatility is really, really coming up. So what have we got below Camarilla breakout long? We've got to the extreme gap was 47 pips and to the closing gap 57. So there's a big chunk of change there to be had. I'm going to put an alert down on C-ball. Just zoom right out a minute. You can see where we are. We could do some nice forecasting here on the 4-hour. If this is the top and we get a reversion back to the close or the high, then I think we can easily see an R3 be hit on the Fibos. We've got a 61.8% Fibo on a reversion from the close at 9946, hence a 9941 before hitting the wall. So that's why these targets are set the way they are. Okay. So we do need to come down to the close. But if the market does continue to come, again, lessons learned from yesterday, when I said the market's going to take off above C-ball and the market just took off. Brilliant. So it's a bit different for the DAX. DAX never did come down yesterday. Now it's fully bullish. And did anyone do the early bird trade, the 926 early bird here, that bar? I missed the bar, but caught it here. Trades under C-ball, going for the closing gap. Anyone in the room do that? He's quiet. He normally does it. No, man. Right. Okay, so If you want to do this, you can do this now. Stops do need to be above this swing high here. We had the early bird 926 cross with a break under Camarilla breakout long, which opens up the close there, which is a pretty good trade. One thing is I find absolutely astonishing is yesterday I did a spreadsheet yesterday. 27 gold trades, 4 losses, 86% hit rate. I'm going to put a spreadsheet here. Yeah, 27 trades, 27, 27 trades. Look at them all those greens in red, all those greens. Absolutely mashed the market yesterday with a collection of robots and normal trading. And to be honest, today, where's the history today? History today. Right, I'll do the history today. I'll screenshot that straight away. 11. So out of these gold, this isn't the trend. The trending account. Just open that up direct. This is today on gold. How many trades have we done in gold today? One. So that was yesterday. So just two. So just two. Three today. We've done one coming at 3:10, 3:30, and one lost at 5 o'clock. But we've had three trades already out of gold. And the bots are still on, I believe. Are the bots still on? Where are the bots? Have I put my bots on? Put the screen on. They're zooming out a bit, aren't they? So these ones are not on. These ones are right. Okay. So at the moment, I only have two. Oh, right. I turn that one off. So I've only got to version 2.2. So I'm going to turn my bots on. I'll just turn these on now. Put them on a different screen, but obviously I've obviously shut some off and taken some profit because 27 trades is just mental. But there again, the absolutely hammering. Oh, I've gone and deleted the bot. The hammer in the market really, really going well. So let's set these bots up and running. The Relentor has been running really well as well. Anyone got gold bots running this morning? Have you all switched them off? They seem to be working too well. Right, we've got the bots in the moment. So we're looking to close this gap on the DAX and stop to entry now, guys. And then we will wait for that alert on the FTSE. If the FTSE comes down, I'm just going to open the FTSE screen up so I can see what's going on with the FTSE. The FTSE looks like it might be running down a wee bit as well. But we're looking for quite a monster trade, not monster trade. DAX, which is the gap trade under C bar, we're going for 77 pips. Was at 49 targets. What was that? 77 divided by 49. 1.57%. Already been gold. Right, I need to just flick over right. So if you're in, so anyone in the room short on the DAX? Am I just trading this on my own because I'll just take the 1%? If I got my mute button on, is everyone awake? I think everyone's asleep this morning. I'll mute everyone, just in cases.
Yeah, you had the mute on.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. Sorry, you couldn't hear me.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm thinking you're all flipping normally jibber jabber, and I'm thinking, oh, right. So, were you shouting, Becky, at me then? Yes, yes, I'm doing the
Yeah,
DAX.
I'm in it. I'm in it.
And I was shouting, yes, I was running the gold bots this morning. So, yeah.
Right, okay. I don't know what I've done there. Was the what's the technical term? Finger trouble. Or just not capable of running the bots. There we go. Oh yeah, and I've accidentally deleted the live session. Oh, bugging. Have I? Oh, there it is. Sorry, back up again. Yeah, not going well this morning. Right, let's go and have a look at that FTSE, see if we've broken the I've not heard anything from the Seabolt yet, so let's no, no, but nothing's come on that break. But we have got that reversal. So we do want to take a break under camera breakout long to close that gap. As I say, we've got the extreme gap and the closing gap, and yeah, those are the things that we're really interested in trading. So a break up here and the target extreme and then closing gaps. I know what I've done. When I went to turn the bell off for people to join in and out, I turned on mute and lock accidentally. So I've gone and done the same again. Can anyone speak to me at all? Can you do?
Can you hear me, Steve?
Yep, brilliant. Thank you. I just didn't want to. I know I usually talk to myself quite a bit, but there we go. Right, so FTSE quite reluctant with the weaker pound with the job claims, making it more resilient for a buy. Actually, what I have done, just to let you know, guys, we've I've done an analysis on gold using my tools as before, and I'm going to release it as a PDF and also as a video today on where I believe gold is going to go by Christmas and into the new year. So it'll be quite interesting. My analysis at the moment does go to 4,200, I think 41, 42 is probably going to be where we might end up at the end of the year. But I take these things off of my clear drawings. So 42 is a big challenge. You can see at the moment we've come to this 4-hour resistance level, and the targets we had yesterday on gold as the edge. Yeah, targets we had yesterday 499447 all hit, which is really nice. Oh, I've got a bit of a stutter there. I must get up earlier than 5 o'clock to get this finished because I put the little mistakes in. These are 15-minute fractal, a 15-minute bar, or a 5-5, a 5-minute fractal when a 15-minute bar is completed. In other words, the combo trade. So apologies for that. I stuck an extra 5 in, but I think everyone in the room knows. I'd best take these out as well. So still going for a retarget of these highs just to see if we can't push up into here. Let's just take some of this off and let's have a look at what we're doing into the 1 hour. So we've got them. You can see the market's been tracking above the 9 EMA quite nicely. Just a test on the 9 EMA here, and back down to the 15 minutes. And we did have a bit of a squat 15-minute bar there. Just turn these fractals off for the moment. But yeah, I think let's just have a look at where the last top was on this. Just seeing how far we could potentially squeeze into this 4-hour resistance level. Just a double tap there. It's 4155, isn't it? That could be. I know we've got 147 as the target. I'm just looking what we could potentially expand to. So there is quite a bit of meat on the bones there. 15-minute fractal, it's not looking fantastic. Not 15-minute fractal, 15-minute bar. It's not looking brilliant. We've got fractals. All right, so there's some good fractal structure there. And there is a 5-minute fracker here. Actually, we could take this under this swing low. In fact, I'm going to measure this very, very quickly. And we can take this under that swing low. That's 9, 0.5, 0.5, 10. We can call that 10 and 10, guys. And if you want to smash the button at 1% or 2%, whichever you want to raise, we can do that fractal break there. And that fractal there. Stop under those swing lows and go for a cheeky 1-to-1 on a fracker breakout. It's certainly trading like a risk-on asset, a risk asset, not a risk-on. I think we've got, with the votes in the Senate looking like US government will more than likely, well, highly probable, come out of close down tomorrow, and with the strong possibility of another interest rate cut in December, you can see gold's on a bit of a hot run at the moment. As I said, I knew we'd trade gold quite a lot yesterday, and the bots have been going crazy. So 27 trades. Wow. And lost 4 of them, and one of them was a manual one that I did, but never mind. And we're in this morning. I'm just going to set these up, the bots again. Let's put them off screen. And I'm going to turn, just for the bot guys, so at the moment I'm running the Relentor version 1, 15-minute. I'm running the Fracker 2.2. So I'm going to put some more gold ones on different angles. Max win, I'm just going to stick a max win on. You can see top right hand corner here. Should come on. Yes, there you go. Max win starting. And I've accidentally deleted 2.3. I suppose I could put it on live here. So I could put 2.3 in, but let's just have a look at where we are first. S&P as well yesterday, absolutely monstered that one. The biggest one day again since middle of October, and nothing compared to the gold move, of course, which was huge. Right, let's just go and have a look at where we are with the FTSE and where we are with the DAX. FTSE is not really doing anything at the moment. it's had a test, but we're on a breakaway, aren't we? We're above Camera breakout long. Once we get above Camera breakout long, unless you get under it, it's so difficult to stop that. Really monitoring. Let's put the fractals on. So we've got quite a deep fractal here. I prefer to take this high breakout rather than this first fractal structure. We've got a big rejection pin here, so I'm going to use this fractal structure here to do the trade on the 5-minute. So that's 24 run up to 25 plus the spread 26, 27 pips. Where does 27 pips take us? It takes us right up to that target here, but that target here was derived from a bounce off the close, but heading into R3. But we're at new all-time record highs again now. Always difficult to keep pushing and keep pushing. I don't want to trade that. I do. So this someone on YouTube has come on and said hello. It's a toughie. We really could do with the FTSE coming down and closing those gaps before going back up again. All-time record highs. We've had some news for a weak pound, which will make the FTSE go on. Let's just go and have a look at crude. I'd like to see crude coming down a bit further. Has it reverted? Yes, it has reverted. We had a trade on this morning that posted. I saw these this morning, didn't take them. I was too busy doing the oh, this is yesterday's. That was a really good trade on crude yesterday. Today, from 5:30, the setup should have been 5:15, 5. There we are. There it is. That was the setup today. So it wouldn't have hit full target anywhere on a one-to-one basis. So we've had the market spike up. The highs have caught a lower 15-minute bar, but we're very tight on crude. Crude normally we're usually looking at round about 50 pit stops, but this is a very, very tight one, and we'll see if that holds. With crude going up, it's going to help and push the FTSE off. We need crude to resolve itself to the downside, which will help bring that FTSE down a wee bit. So you just have to keep an eye out on that one. I'll put an alert up here. If it breaches that, we've got to stop just in case we get a double tap reversal here for the market to come back down. Let's look at that DAX. So we stopped at entry on the DAX. Having done, did anyone take the full 1%? 63, we had a stop of 49. So that's a little bit of a shame if we get stopped out on that for no loss, no gain, having gone nearly 1.5%. But we'll wait and see. Not prepared to lose any money on that, but I would like to close after leaving that closing gap yesterday. All the way down here. Market absolutely rocketed up yesterday. So we've expected the closing gap to close, having opened under Camera breakout long, the breakaway, a breakaway indication. We haven't closed above the 9 EMA yet on 5 minutes, but it's looking highly likely. What I will do though, if we do get stopped, guys, then I'm going to use this as a double reversal. I'm going to put an order onto the daily high, which is it far enough away. So it's 24 pip stop. So I'm going to put 24 pip stop on, guys. This looks like we probably might well get tapped. Yeah, there we go. So this is great. You know, hindsight trading is always the best trading you can do. And it would have been nice to I took 1.5%, but I'm trying to run on the markets for everyone. Can't do it all the time. So I can't trade everything all the time and snapping in one-to-ones where I can. Hi, Alan. So what we're going to do, we're going to have this onto the daily highs, and we're still going to come back down to the close. Gap trades are fairly high probability trades. The issue that we've got, or the issue that I've got at the moment, is that I'm using some very, very tight stops and very tight risk management so we don't lose money. The idea is keep as much money in your pocket as possible. If the market's going to rally off, and if it challenges Camera breakout long, then it may well break away. Otherwise, this might be just a little relief rally going up before the next leg down. And if we do, we will, I'll put an alert on that, because this time we'll take the 1% if the market looks like it's even. I'm just evens DAX. I'm just writing these trades down. So we're looking at 24 pip stop, 61 pip target, which is 2.54%, which is 1 to 2.5, which would be a really nice trade. So keep an eye on that. Oh, we are tagged in now, so that's us back in on the trade. The gap trade's always a good trade, and one thing you should never do, and I find this a lot with traders when they're first doing gap trading or early morning trading, they say, oh, well, that lost. And they sit there and then go around, watch it return and go on win. If the trade setup is good and you get pipped because of your risk management, because if our stop wouldn't have been pipped, of course, but because of the risk management, get back in again. A good trade's still a good trade. So let's have a look. Is the FTSE coming back down here? No, I'm quite reluctant to push this any higher. That's the I'm just looking for crude. What's this? Wrapping throwable. Out of memory metascale. So I can't open it. That's interesting. Anybody open IG at the moment? Has anyone got issues with IG? Platform, it's not letting me open IG. You've got PRT running, but not IG.
Mine's open okay.
Yeah. How odd. It's a tab. Let's just see if I can open IG again on a new tab. Nope. What? How peculiar. Let's see if we can close a few of these things down. Why can't I open the trading platform? You cannot request content IG. There you go. I'm hoping PRT is still sending the signals to IG. Be a bit disappointing if we just painting pretty pictures. So on gold, we're looking for whoops. Looking for a gold trade on some fractals. We've got the next potential fractal coming up.
It looks like a 15-minute bar reversal could be setting up as well.
Right, okay, great. So that's where the next fractal hopefully will be. And we'll keep a base here, and then we'll that's what we're looking for. Some fractal structure like that. Zoom out to the high levels. I think that was Saturday, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, there is a 15-minute bar there. Oh, for crying out loud, come on. Take the fractal off. So look at those bars. What the hell's going wrong with this? Why can't I make the picture any bloody bigger? I'm in the car watching on YouTube. But I had similar problems. All right, there's EJ. He's saying he's got the same problem as me with IG. And this is an IG problem as well with pro real time. I don't know why I can't do this. So 15-minute bar, what a crappy 15-minute bar that one is. It's a grid 2 bar. But I think, as Sat said, there's a 15-minute bar here, which is really nice. So if you're waiting for a 15-minute bar, then there's a 15-minute bar trade there. I was getting paranoid there, EJ, thinking that it was me. IG, okay. Hi, Kevin. Cheers, mate. Yeah. So everything's all right down under across Europe.
Alert triggered.
But EJ's got London. Why am I don't know why. That's one little alert triggered. Let's go and have a look at those alerts. I've got one screen completely off to my left. The IG won't open up. There. There we are. Can't open IG. So it's not a me problem. It must be a server problem with IG. So it's a trading account, which is not much use, is it? Let's go and have a scoot around because I can't see what's happening on the other screens. So we're coming down to over 1% now. That must have been the alert. So really, let's get into the 1 minute and let's see if this market reverses round here. So I'm going to lock in 24 pips, which is a full 1%. This time we're not going to miss out on 1% trade. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to watch this 9 EMA and see how far the market will get to. It's bouncing off the 1 hour 200 EMA, isn't it? Let's see if it will push all the way down. Oh, geez. Gone kapunk. Don't know why. Let's have a look at this little screen down here while we're watching. Can I do anything? It's not nice, but it's nice to know other people have a similar problem. If we get to 48 guys here, that's a 2% trade. I don't think anyone's going to shout at you for a 2% trade. Might take this down to 1.5 now to 36 points. Lock in 1.5%. It's not letting us. I'm going to come out here, guys. Take the money at 31. We're getting that reversal again. So unfortunately, we only made 1.29%. The market's just bouncing off that 200 EMA. Right, let's go and have a look at the FTSE. We've took a few rupees out of that. And let's go and have a look at that FTSE. Yeah, it was a good call not taking that fractal. Oil must be dithering them. We want to trade this gap here. Certainly do want this area of interest for here. That's a box of interest. That's the target, which is the extreme gap and closing gap. That's where we want to head to from Camarilla breakout long down to here. But we need to break Camarilla breakout long to get down there. Once we've got down there, the market fades down into the close, then we're going to buy this area and target 99.09 and then 99.41 as indicated in the edge. And again, another winner yesterday on the edge. So yeah, we're going to target these. Use either a 5-minute frac or a 15-minute bar reverse. Now we've got time on our hands. A 15-minute bar off the close would be good. We're so high here. Let's just have a look at that oil. Is oil coming back down or is it bursting back up? It's like keeping that hanging there, isn't it? So oil is coming back down. It looks like it's been stopped out in oil on a pretty oh, I don't believe this. What stop did we have? What stop did I have on oil? Let's have a quick look at the chart. I had a stop of 5,990. Yeah. I've been done by the spread again. Yeah. Yeah, you don't mind losing a trade, but when you lose a trade because of the spread, it does get a bit annoying. 15-minute bar, guys. On oil to come down. This is where we are. Targets that we've got are 5935 market went down there yesterday, and then a front run, the big round number, the BRN 5904. are the targets for today. We just need the market to set itself on. So the actual trade this morning, if you're early doors, I wouldn't have traded that because I don't get to the screen until that time anyway. That would have been a nice about 5:30. That would have been a new entry there. And to be honest, the trade would have been, would I put the trade here this morning above these highs? I'll probably put it above that high there, probably. So the market would not have been stopped out. But there again, we wouldn't have made any money either. So we're looking for a 15-minute bar there. I did reboot and then it worked again eventually. All right, okay. Right, so I can't reboot because we're streaming live. If I reboot, everyone will disappear. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, cheers, Adrian. I'm hoping that the trades will be sending to IG. I can't reboot. It looks like obviously there is some sort of issue. Something's got happened with the server in London, maybe, but I'm streaming from Spain, so why do I have the same issue? Maybe some of the guys in Spain. Is Kevin online? Or Steve? In El Moradi or Torrevieja or Madrid? You can't see who's online. You see, all you can do is see who comments. Just want to see if they've got any problems with IG. Can't see anything. No one's saying anything. Oh well. It's just me then. Right. So let's go through the daily edge. Did I delete the daily edge? What's that? The daily edge. Right, there we go. Oh, we can look at the US 500. So we're waiting on the FTSE. We've got the US 500 up. DAX, we took some money out of DAX. We've had 3 trades on gold, took money out of gold, and we're trying to take a wee bit more out of gold. Crude. There's got the Forex pairs there to trade, which I'm not that interested in live, but if someone wants, if in the shout out if you want to go and have a look at the US dollar Japani or Aussie USD, but I think I'll keep on the call unless someone wants me to have a look at that. So we're looking at crude as well. Try and get a 1% out of crude, trying to get as many rupees as possible out of gold. We've already took at least 2% out of gold this morning, and we're looking at taking another 2 just now. DAX, we took 1.29 out of the DAX, and we're looking and waiting for the FTSE to set up short to close that gap. US 500, we can have a look at that. That was one of our core trades. I'm going to put an alert here. This is going to keep the FTSE going on. Well, not going. It's going to stop the FTSE from coming down with better expression. Don't think I'm going to chase that out. I would like it to come down a bit first. If it doesn't come down, then I'll leave that alone. It certainly is not common for the FTSE to leave 2 closing gaps and an extreme gap. So based on the habits of people who trade it and the way the FTSE works, probably going to leave that. because it's not super high probability. Gold. And gold's it's all a bit quiet today, isn't it? All a bit quiet. Well, all those monster trades yesterday on gold is it crazy? Oh my God, opening IGO. No, it won't let me. So I think I'm going to have to log out. So I don't know whether this is the trading is actually working. Just let me download this. It's a November. Is anyone in the room watching the something is going wrong. I'm not able to save anything as well. Then. Let's get this 10th of November. Oh,
Alert triggered.
yeah, I can hear that. Nothing's working. I might have to can this session, guys, because everything's freezing up and I don't know why. Let's just have one more attempt. All right, it's working now. Something's going wrong somewhere. Leave that alone. Let's go and see what happened with that DAX. Did it continue on its path down? No, it did that reversal. So we missed out on 1.5% the first time, got 1.2% the second time. This may well be just wait, what did it come down to? 71, 61. Within 5 pips, I would recommend that gap is actually closed, but it's not down there yet, so we can't really make that determination the market has closed that gap. Can we get into the micro levels to give that another whack? We'll need to be an ATR away from it, really. And the ATR today is that's 52, isn't it, on the DAX today? One thing I will say, guys, dividend tomorrow. I forgot to say, so we are going live tomorrow on the divvy. We will just look at the last part. I'll be live 3:45, and we've got a 15.1x trade on the divvy. So all the guys anyone is welcome to come on, but all the guys that are new in the room, then it'll be your first big divvy, 15.1. So we'll get 15.1x paid out 1 second after 4:30, which is always nice to see and always nice to get. Nice way to trade. So we'll look for a rise into the close to get that rise, and hopefully we'll get a bit of a dip, and then we can buy for a second wave, get the dividend, and then job done. So tomorrow afternoon we will trade the divvy 3:45. That's a bit close, isn't it? You can do want to do a bit of scalping today. So for the guys in the room, I've got this on 2 minutes. I know the frackers are best at 3 and 5. One's a bit spiky on the DAX, but there again, I got a note yesterday that rather than using my 15-minute chart, they use 15-second chart, and they said the 15-minute bar reversal on 15 seconds works really, really well. That's what you call scalping, isn't it? Will this even do a 15-second tick? Let's set this to 15 seconds. Might try this to 15-second ticks on the DAX. Never even considered 15-second ticks. And you can see 15-second ticks on the market when with the trend are absolutely hopeless. When it's coming down to close that gap under the 9 EMA, these 15-second ticks are pretty good, aren't they? That's not big movement size, is it? 15-minute bar under there and then back up here. 29 points. Right. Stop the waffle. So look at crude. I think we will get a trade off on crude today. Again, like I did yesterday, it was really good. Unlike yesterday, it took me all day to do it. Just got to be patient. And I'm just pushed out to 15 minutes because it's 15 minutes we want to take the trade on, really. In mind, I can't get the IG account open. No. Nope. Yeah. Never mind. Oh, has anybody been watching or using? Can I get this up? The podcasts. Start HARKO Day Trading. I just put this up now. So that's where we are. Podcasts. Here, so this is the Mag 7. So we did a forecast on the Mag 7. And if you had traded the forecast that I put out yesterday, you would have made a killing on Nvidia and Amazon. Both did exactly what we said on the can. It's how do I open it on? There's only one. It comes out every Sunday. It goes over the Magnificent seven big players, and it also gives you a heads up on BTC and Ethereum as well, and gives you a forecast of what's happening, what's happened. I think I've got the weekend edge. So the weekend edge. So if you subscribe to the daily edge, like £2.50 a week, you get this as well on a Sunday. So you get 5 reports a week that generally win every single day. We've lost one day since April. So yeah, like I said, need your head ready if you haven't got it. And then you get this as well. And this. So if you're doing saving stock trading or you're doing ETFs, you're doing stock picks and trades, then this is the weekend edge. And then there's a video to support it, which is this video here that tells you all about the trades. And tells you where the market was from last week, risk-off sentiment, and what's happening, key moves and catalysts for Apple, for instance, with all the hyperlinks to give you all research behind what we're saying. And there's a magnificent 7 on what to do and how to trade this. And we had indications Sunday, get in on Nvidia, and it would have worked really well. Get in on Amazon, you would have done really, really well. BTC, yeah, it will come down nicely, and Ethereum as well. And it gives you the trading outlook for moving forward this week to tell you what to do to a degree. You've got to be your own trader, pick your own levels. These are just a view on the market of what to do on all those different assets on a Sunday. I'm not sure anybody in my room. So here we are. These are the top buys and the top sales. That's it really. And then that's the video to support it all. So, and then these podcasts here. It gives you a podcast on the like straight after this, there'll be a podcast out on this market, Northern European market running into this afternoon. And then on a Friday, when we do the opening bell, I do an afternoon session, an afternoon podcast released about 12 o'clock before the market opens at 2:30. And give people a heads up of what's going on, what's gone overnight, what's the news, yada, yada, yada. And then, of course, there's this that supports it in detail, blow by blow, on exactly what goes on. So if you have not gone onto YouTube, get onto YouTube, subscribe, and then every time there's a podcast for the day, giving you a heads up for the day what's going on. This has only started last week as a little test to help people, and yeah, let's see how that goes on. Kevin, I read it and have a tiny trade on Bitcoin. Yeah, yeah, great. It's nice. It at least it's a trade. At least it gives you a heads up, and it's market analysis based on over 140 different points using regenerative AI. It's and using large language models to gather all this information on. And I do have that on gold as well. So I think I might open up another podcast, and I've got will be launching today a blog on my website, with a blog post where I will be putting information on there for potential trades, setups. Some of the topics that I've got that I'm going to do over the next day or two is, are we heading for a market crash and why? Where's gold going to go, for instance, and all the analysis behind all that, which will be a blog post reading. And I will also do an AI-generated, animated video to back up everything and talk through that as well. So that might help people. Yeah, I'll put the blog on the website, and then the video will I'll post the video on YouTube. So you can look at the animated stuff on YouTube, and you can read all the detail on the blog. And we'll see how that goes, see if it helps people. Right. I'm a bit touchy about not being able to get into my trading account. It's come back up. So it was an IG problem, not a me problem. Right, okay, I can see everything now, so that's better. So my trades have carried through. So good. I was getting really paranoid there. So let's crude, we know what we're going to do with crude. We're going to wait for crude, we're waiting for a 15-minute bar setup, and then we're going to take crude and we're going to hopefully take 1% out of the market for there. We're in gold and we're looking to press gold into the 147 or higher. This is a 1-to-1. I'm going to push that right through to 147. So we're looking for a better than 1-to-1. So we'll be look on this particular trade, 12.8 divided by 9.9 equals times 2. We're looking for 2.58% on bank on that. We've already taken 2. So we're looking for 4.58 with had a kick in the short and curlies on crude. So we had stopped at entry. So on balance, 2% on gold, 1.29 on DAX, minus 1% on crude, 0.2. So 2.29 and going for another 2.5. So we may be able to get somewhere between 3 and 4% out of the market this morning. Crude's we've loaned crude a few of our rupees and we'll get them back later today. FTSE, I'd like to see it come off. It's just hanging around doing nothing. When crude gets a wiggle on and starts to get itself down, then we can see it. We'll be able to see that trade happen. I'm going to go over US 500 now for this afternoon. So if you trade in, obviously the Dow gap, we do the Dow gap anyway. I don't need to talk about the Dow gap. Look at the strategy for the Dow gap, and you'll be able to see what we're going to do there. Closing gap again yesterday. All markets opened above Camera breakout long, and when the markets open above Camera breakout long, you then get the markets continuing back on in its direction. We've got the close here. There's a closing gap to close, and that can be done in the futures market, which is now. So let's just open that up a little bit. That's in 5 minutes. So whereas the ATR, let's get the gap on. The ATR, 13 pips. That's the least amount of pippage you want to wear. Is pippage such a word? I don't think so. So let's get if you get an alert, put an alert down into here, 14 pips away, and above the daily pivot. We do know there's a lot of pivot buyers, a lot of Mickey Longs hang around the daily pivot. And yeah, if we can get the market down toward the pivot and put a 13-13 trade on that, then yeah, that could be good. See the market quite clearly bullish. The perfect storm, really, with other target, that's in the daily edge. All the targets are in the daily edge anyway, and a hint of how to get to them. So if you don't have a daily edge, it might be worth getting over the daily edge. Try it for a month, see what you think. All the targets are set in there, and the rationale why. It would be really nice looking at this if we could get this market to just relax off, or between now and 2 o'clock, down towards C-Boss, hit the close and go straight up to C-Ball. That would be the perfect storm on the US 500 today. I might be on at 2:30. Might be. I've got to run out, but I might be back on. If I am going to trade it, I will put a note in the live room. And if you want to join me, then be my guest and we'll trade together. We'll do the Dow gap and the S&P, and then we'll take the 15-minute reversal with the trend on the DAX, on the US tech, NASDAQ. Any questions before I go? I'm not going to hang around today, but the market's going really slow. Is there anything you want me to look at?
No, all good, thanks, Steve.
Kind of know, thanks. I know what we're doing here. I'm not going to sit on just for the sake of sitting on and talking. Yeah, undersea ball guys, give it some into these levels. Daily high, extreme gap, closing gap. Crude, we know what we're doing with crude. We went for a 15-minute bar reversal from here. And gold, if you really want to trade gold heavy, then there is a, for the guys in the room, just try this. Set your PRT up to 15 secs. So it's something I'm going to have a little look at as well. So 15-second charts, which I think is pretty mental. I've not looked at it yet, so I can't say it would be a good scalping technique. But 15-minute bars or 15-second bars scalping with something that's pushing a big trend, and at the moment, gold would be one of those. Let's just have a look, just out of interest. I am going to go, but let's have a look at here. 15-minute bar. There's a good 15-minute bar. A 15-second bar. Would that have won? Yeah, it would have done actually. I love hindsight trading because it always wins. There's another 15-minute bar. Sorry, 15-second bar. If you're scalping, obviously you wouldn't have taken both of them. You would have took one or the other. I'm just looking when these signals come up. How often are they? Yeah, so there's another 50. It's like a Marabunzi candle, that one. There's another 15 minutes. You'd only take one of them, of course, wouldn't you? Maybe you put a rule in under the 200 EMA as well. So maybe if you do that rule for a bit more confidence. So there's the 200 EMA. So there would be one that you would take that would win. Would you continue taking that? Well, you would take that using the 9 EMA again, I guess, which you'd obviously get you just a little bit better than 1-to-1. The next one was here. That one, the next one was here and never happened. Oh, well. Practicalities. Would you be able to do this fast enough? 5 seconds left. There's the bar. You do it fast enough. What was that? It was hardly anything, was it? That would be, what, 2.5 pips. Let's just have a look at that. And I'm getting myself tied into trading again, aren't I? Might do this. I'll do this on a demo rather than with real money and see where it's like. But if you use a 15-minute bar guide strat on 15 seconds, apparently it works incredibly well. I can't say whether it will. We just had a little look here and it kind of looks pretty promising if you're scalping, but wow, that's rabbit in the headlights trading, that one, isn't it? So let's move that back out to 15 minutes. And we're just hopefully going to cruise into a couple of percent there. So no one got any more questions. I might see you for the closing gap today. Definitely see everyone tomorrow. Be on twice tomorrow. Obviously out the trap in the morning, and then it's a divvy trade. A very nice payout tomorrow. And don't forget Kevin, Mr. Hall, out and down under. He's one of our Kevin's one of the guys with the most staying power, apart from when maybe Paul Scouse. He sits after midnight trading. Kevin, are you going to do the divvy tomorrow? Just to let you know, it's 15.1 on the FTSE. I don't know if you're there. It might not be there now. There's a few people gone now because they said I was going. But yeah, for anyone that's got IG, then the 15.1 is the official dividend payout. So 15.1x. And for any of the ex-traders that are online at the moment as well, you know exactly how to do the divvy trade. High probability trade today, especially with risk on, everything's bullish. American market's gonna, oh God, 330 is at the time. You probably, no, you won't be doing that then, will you, Kevin? Flipping heck. I didn't realize it was 330 down under. Wow. Yeah, never mind. Okay. Anyway, right. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna go. Bye, guys. And we will be on twice tomorrow. And I will see you all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed tomorrow morning. And wish you well in your trading. Don't forget, we're going to short the crude. We're going to keep going long on gold. And we're waiting for that FTSE for its what's the official term? It's backside to drop out, so we can give it some. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Cheers, Steve. Thank you.
Bye.